Hello and welcome to my video about the power of emotional intelligence in leadership. We probably also know people who are masters at managing their emotions. They don't get angry in stressful situations. Instead, they have the ability to look at a problem and calmly find a solution. They're excellent decision makers and they know when to trust their intuition. Regardless of their strengths, however, they're usually willing to look at themselves honestly. They take criticism well and they know when to use it to improve their performance. People like this have a high degree of emotional intelligence. They know themselves very well and they're also able to sense the emotional needs of others. IQ stands for intelligence quotient. A person's IQ is a score derived from standardized tests that were designed to measure human intelligence and intellectual potential. IQ tests include a variety of questions that measure reasoning and problem-solving skills. Emotional intelligence (EQ) is distinct from IQ. Your emotional intelligence level is the ability to understand other people, what motivates them, and how to work cooperatively with them. In some ways, emotional intelligence is far more important and valuable than IQ. Emotional intelligence can be noted as AI or AQ. Emotional intelligence skills are abilities that allows you to understand and manage your emotions. These skills are linked to a range of benefits including academic achievement, decision-making abilities, and overall success in life. Psychologist Daniel Goleman identified the key personal and interpersonal skills involved in emotional intelligence and why AQ is just as important as IQ when it comes to success. Daniel Goleman's emotional intelligence theory outlines some components of AQ: self-awareness, self-management, social awareness, and social skills. Emotional intelligence can be applied to meet goals and targets, as well as create a happier and healthier working culture. What is emotional intelligence? We all have different personalities, different wants and needs, and different ways of showing our emotions. Navigating through this all takes tact and cleverness, especially if we hope to succeed in life. This is where emotional intelligence becomes important. Emotional intelligence is the ability to recognize your emotions, understand what they're telling you, and realize how your emotions affect people around you. It also involves your perception of others. When you understand how they feel, this allows you to manage relationships more effectively. People with high emotional intelligence are usually successful in most things they do. Why? Because they're the ones that others want on their team. When people with high emotional intelligence send an email, it gets answered right away. When they need help, they get it. Because they make others feel good, they go through life much more easily than people who are easily angered or upset. As more and more people accept that emotional intelligence is just as important to professional success as technical ability, organizations are increasingly using it when they hire or promote employees. To be effective, leaders must have a solid understanding of how their emotions and actions affect the people around them. The better a leader relates to and works with others, the more successful he or she will be. Take the time to work on self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, empathy, and social skills. Next, we will describe how these topics here are affected by emotional intelligence. We will discuss about self-awareness, self-management, social awareness, and relationship management. Self-awareness. When you're emotionally intelligent, you understand yourself at a deeper level. That means recognizing both your strengths and your weaknesses. You're confident about what you contribute and where you need help from others. You're also in tune with your emotions. Dig deep and ask yourself what you're really feeling. Practicing mindfulness is a proven way to gain perspective on your feelings so you're capable to manage negative emotions and harness positive ones. Emotional self-awareness. Leaders high in emotional self-awareness are focused on their inner signals, recognizing how their feelings affect them and their job performance. They are focused on their guiding values and can often intuit the best course of action. seeing the big picture in a complex situation. Emotionally self-aware leaders can be authentic, able to speak openly about their emotions. Accurate self-assessment. Leaders with high self-awareness typically know their limitations and strengths and exhibit a sense of humor about themselves. They exhibit a gracefulness in learning where they need to improve and welcome constructive criticism and feedback. Accurate self-assessment lets a leader know when to ask for help and where to focus in cultivating new leadership strengths. Self-confidence. Knowing their abilities with accuracy allows leaders to use their strengths to full potential. Self-confident leaders can welcome a difficult assignment and not worry about its completion. Such leaders often have a sense of presence, a self-assurance that lets them stand out in a group. Self-management means that an individual demonstrates self-control and an ability to manage time, priorities, and decision-making capacity, creating a more effective leadership style. In addition, to build trust, leaders must demonstrate trustworthiness that is only possible when the person is self-controlled. Self-control. Leaders with emotional self-control find ways to manage their disturbing emotions and impulses and even to channel them in useful ways. A demonstration of self-control is the leader who stays calm and clear-headed under high stress or during a crisis, or who remains calm even when confronted by a difficult situation. Transparency. Leaders who are transparent live their values. Transparency is an authentic openness to others about one's feelings, beliefs, and actions, allows integrity. Such leaders openly admit mistakes or faults and confront unethical behavior in others rather than ignore it. Adaptability. Leaders who are adaptable can handle multiple demands without losing their focus or energy and are comfortable with the inevitable challenges of organizational life. Such leaders can be flexible in adapting to new challenges, adjusting to change, and adapt their thinking in the face of new realities. Achievement. Leaders with strength in achievement have high personal standards that drive them to constantly seek performance improvements both for themselves and those they lead. They are pragmatic, setting measurable but challenging goals, and are able to calculate risks so that their goals are worthy but attainable. They are continually learning and teaching others ways to do better. Initiative. Leaders should seize opportunities or create them rather than simply waiting. Such a leader does not hesitate to take difficult assignments when necessary to create better possibilities for the future. Optimism. A leader who is optimistic can adapt easily, seeing an opportunity rather than a threat in every situation. Such leaders see others positively, expecting the best of them. They see always the glass as half full, not half empty, and only people which are positive can be followed by others because they inspire trustworthiness and balance. Social awareness. Leaders who excel in social awareness practice empathy. They strive to understand their colleagues' feelings and perspectives, which enables them to communicate and collaborate more effectively with their colleagues. With the right communication, improved social awareness helps to boost employees' self-esteem and motivation, making them more productive and effective at work. Organizational awareness. A leader with a good social awareness is able to detect crucial social networks and read key power relationships. Such leaders can understand the political forces at work in an organization as well as the guiding values and unspoken rules that operate among people there. Service. Leaders high in the service competence enable an emotional climate so that people directly in touch with the customer or client will help keep the relationship on the right track. Such leaders monitor customer or client satisfaction carefully to ensure they are getting what they need. They also make themselves available as needed. And finally, relationship management. This is the ability to build and maintain healthy relationships. A great leader uses these relationships to work with and influence others to achieve common goals and build a shared vision. Inspiration. Leaders who inspire create resonance and move people with a meaningful vision and shared scope. Such leaders embody what they ask of others and are able to express a shared mission in a way that inspires others to follow. They offer a sense of common purpose beyond the day-to-day tasks, making work exciting. Influence. Leaders should know how to address a given listener and know how to get support from key people and a network of support for an initiative. Leaders good in influencing are convincing and engaging when they address a group. Developing others. Leaders show a genuine interest in those they are helping along, understanding their goals, strengths, and weaknesses. Such leaders can give timely and constructive feedback and are natural mentors or coaches. Change catalyst. Leaders who can enable change are able to recognize the need for the change, challenge the present situation, and champion the new order. They can be strong enablers for the change even in the face of opposition, making the argument for it well understandable. They also find practical ways to overcome barriers to change, like presenting new solutions which lead to a better outcome. Conflict management. Leaders who manage conflicts best are able to understand all parties, understand the differing perspectives, and then find a common ideal that everyone can follow. They acknowledge the feelings and views of all sides and redirect the energy toward a shared ideal. Teamwork and collaboration. Leaders who are good team players generate a friendly atmosphere and are themselves models of respect, helpfulness, and cooperation. They bring others into active, enthusiastic commitment to the collective effort and build spirit and identity. They spend time making close relationships beyond just work obligations. We arrived at the end of this video. In this video, we talked about the power of emotional intelligence in leadership. We saw here the four pillars of emotional intelligence, like self-awareness, self-management, social awareness, and relationship management. I hope you liked this course and please subscribe to my channel.